Good morning, dear students. How are you today? I hope you're fine. Today we are going to learn how to identify and name different shapes by looking at their sides and corners. So, Suka tells us an information now. Yes, Suka. Two-dimensional shapes are closed flat shapes. Thank you, Suka. So, I have here in the rectangle, I have how many sides in the rectangle? Look with me. 1, 2, count with me. 3, 4. So I have here how many sides? 4 sides. And how many corners? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have here how many corners? 4 corners. The corner here means what? The corner means where the sides meet at. These are points where the sides meet at. So I have here 4 corners and 4 sides. Okay, moving to the circle. Do you know the shape of the circle? Yeah. So the circle, does it have any corners? No. Does it have any sides? No. Right. So in the square, do you know the square? The square has 4 equal sides. If this is 3 centimeters, so this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. It has now first 4 sides, as you see. Okay, and for what? 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners. And moving to the triangle. Again, triangle. This has how many corners? 1, 2, and 3. And how many sides, miss? 1, 2, 3. Right. Then the trapezoid. What's this? Trapezoid. How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many sides? 4 sides and 4 corners. Right. Here, color the shapes circles. Circles here for green and rectangles for purple, squares for yellow, triangles for blue. Okay, here color the shapes. Color the squares red. I have here the squares. I colored this with red. Then color the rectangles with blue. Yes, these are the rectangles. I have here 2 rectangles. Then color the circles with yellow. I have here, yes, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Then color that trapezoid green. The trapezoid here that I colored with green. So I will send you some worksheets to color the shapes. It's okay. Identify the shape. Write how many sides and corners it has. So this is what? This is called square. Square. Do you know SpongeBob SquarePants? Do you know it? Yes, like this. Its pants, it was in the shape of square. SquarePants. Do you remember this? SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay. So this is the shape of square. All sides are equal in length. All sides here equal in length. So it's called square. It has how many sides? 4 sides. And how many corners? 4 corners here. Okay, this one triangle. Triangle. And it has how many sides? 3. 1, 2, 3. How many corners? 3 corners. Here I have trapezoid. Trapezoid. Okay, trapezoid. Here I have only 2 opposite sides in the trapezoid are parallel. They look at each other in the same direction. This one and this one. And it has here 4 sides and 4 corners, right? Here I have a circle. What? A circle. It has no sides. No sides and no corners too. So draw a shape. Did you recognize that we have the number of sides equal to the number of corners here and here and here and also here? Okay, draw a shape that has the number of sides or corners. Okay, 4 sides, so I can draw here a square or a rectangle or a trapezoid. draw a shape that has 3 sides, triangle. 0 sides, circle, of course, miss. 4 corners, I can draw rectangle or trapezoid or square. 0 corners, the circle. Okay, here moving to the problem solving. I have 4 sides. 2 sides are long and 2 sides are short. Guess who am I? What shape am I? 2 sides long, 2 sides short. Yes, I'm the rectangle. I'm the rectangle, which is here. I can show it to you again. This is the rectangle. Where's the rectangle? Yes, this is the rectangle. 2 here sides are short and 2 sides are long. This is the rectangle. So I'm round. I don't have any corners. What shape am I? I'm round. I don't have any corners. What shape am I? Yes, I'm the circle. Maria says that all two-dimensional shapes have the same number of corners and sides. Is she correct? Explain. No, why? Because triangles have 3 sides. Okay, squares, rectangles, and trapezoids have 4 sides. Circles have no sides, so they are all different. Okay, here to match the square with the square, the rectangle with the rectangle, triangle, trapezoid with the trapezoid. Okay, now moving to lesson composite shape. Lesson 2, composite shapes. Composite shapes are formed by putting shapes together. We can put shapes together. They form then something called composite shape. Composite shape. If we put here this triangle and this triangle together, so they will form composite shape. If we put here all the quarters here, they will give me a circle, right? So let's see together how to form composite shape. Composite shape figure. Underline the shapes on the right that make the shape on the left. That make the shape, yes, form the shape. I have here this shape. Yeah, this is the trapezoid, right? So I want to form it. So if I have here a rectangle, here in between I have a rectangle, and two triangles, and two triangles to put here and here, so it will give me the shape of the trapezoid. Excellent, right? So here in the rectangle, if I put this triangle together with this triangle, yeah, if I put them together, they will give me this shape like this. If I have here this polygon, how can I form it? By using these. Okay, I can cut this. I can cut this into 2 pieces, the upper piece and the lower piece, by the scissors. It will give me here that triangle here and the rectangle. If I put this and this together, I will have this polygon. Okay, moving to the problem solving. Nancy made this composite shape. It has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, what shapes make this composite shape? If I cut this polygon, if I cut it, okay, if I cut this composite shape into 2 pieces by using the scissors, for example, so I will get here, from this I will get a triangle, the above part, and then this is the rectangle. It's like the envelope. Robert says that there are 2 ways to make this shape. Put 2 triangles and 1 square together. 2 triangles from this and from this point to this point, and 1 square. Put 2 trapezoid together. 2 trapezoid if I cut it. Do you agree or not? If you disagree, show another way to make the shape. You could make this shape with 4 or 6 triangles. I can do this shape by making what? By making 4 or 6 triangle. Okay? Today we have learned that two-dimensional shape are flat closed shape. Composite shape formed by putting shapes together. I want to show you this example. It's very interesting. This is what? This is composite shape. I have a picture here and I divided this picture or cut this picture into pieces. Cut the picture here into pieces. I have here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay? Write the numbers on the separated parts. The numbers on the separated parts. So if I collect all pieces together, again it will give me this composite shape, which is what? Which is the picture. Which is the picture here of the sea. Underline the shapes that are part of the figure on the left. I have here the figures on the left and here the parts. The parts that form that figure. These parts form that figure. So I have here 1, 2, 3 triangles form the composite shape here in number 1. And here in number 2, I have 2 triangles that form this figure. And here in number 3, I have here the 2 trapezoids that give me here this figure. Okay? What am I? This puzzle, I want you to do it with me. I'm a composite shape made of 2 circles, 1 rectangle and 3 squares. Draw a circle around me. Composite shape made of 2 circles, 1, 2. 1 rectangle, this one, the rectangle, and 3 squares, 1, 2, 3, the small 3 squares. So this is the shape, right? This is the composite shape. Okay, dear students, now we are going to move to lesson 3. 3-dimensional shapes. What's the 3-dimensional shapes? Okay, let's do it. Name 2 things that are shaped like each other of the shape below. I have here a cube, a rectangular prism, a cone, like the ice cream we eat. And here I have a cylinder. So I have here for the cube. Write the name in the matching box or draw a picture. I have here the cube. It's like what? It's like the block. Examples of the cube: block, square, box. Examples for the rectangular prism: book, shoe box. Cone. Examples for the cone: ice cream, as I told you, ice cream cone. Clown hat. And for the cylinder: tube, can, Pepsi can. Okay. For the sphere: baseball, soccer ball. Hi Suka, how are you? I'm fine. I want to tell you something, dear students. A flat side is called the face. A flat side is called what, Suka? Face. So the yellow here shaded is called what? Is called a face to the cube. A face to the cube. So I have here 3-dimensional shapes are solid shapes. The cube, it has face. It has now what? Face. And it has what? Corner. As I told you the corners before. So the cube has, if you have a cube at home, bring it and let's see how many faces. How many faces for the cube? Let's do it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. And how many corners? 8 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 corners. Okay. And for the cone, how many faces? One face. Just one face. How many corners? One corner. For the cylinder, how many faces? Two faces. Two faces. The upper one and the lower one. How many corners? No corners. Rectangular prism. Here, how many faces? 6 faces. 6 faces. How many corners? Yes, the meeting point of the sides. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Circle the shape you would get if you traced a face of the solid shape. Let's do it. Okay, here, circle the cubes, draw an X on the spheres, underline the cylinders, draw a line through the rectangular prism. So, here it's a circle. It's a... No, it's not a circle, miss. It's a sphere. It's a sphere. 3D dimensionals. So, it's called sphere now. It's called sphere. Right. So, I draw here X on it. Here, I have what? I have a... Yeah, cube. Cube. And I draw a circle around it. I have here what? Yeah, a cylinder. Underline the cylinder. I have here rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. And here also rectangular prism. And here, miss, sphere. And here, yeah, cube. And here, sphere or circle. Yeah, sphere. Yeah, bravo. So, circle the shape that matches each description. 6 faces and 8 corners. Yes, this one. Why? Because the cylinder hasn't corners. 1 face and 1 corner. Yes, here the cone. 2 faces and 0 corners. Right, the cylinder. 2 faces and 0 corners. Okay? Write the name of each 3-dimensional shape, then write the number of faces and corners. Okay. I now have to study well the names of the shapes and how many faces for them and how many corners. I have here the rectangular prism, right? How many faces here? Yes, I can count them, and they are 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and the corners 8. Here I have a cone. How many faces? Just 1. And how many corners? Just 1. Moving to the problem solving. Jude and Jessica each have a shape. Each shape has 6 faces and 8 corners, both of them. Okay? Their shapes are not the same. Oh, name the 2 shapes. What do you think? They are the same number of faces and the same number of corners, but they are different. So, they are cube and rectangular prism. Okay, because both of them have the same number of corners and the same number of faces, right? And here, but do you know something before going to the other example? They differs in what? In the shape of the face. This shape of the face here, it's in a rectangular shape, and the shape of the square face of the face of the cube in the shape of what? The face here in the shape of square, right? Excellent. So Mia thinks that rectangular prism have 6 faces and 6 corners. Do you agree with her? Discuss. No, Mia. A rectangular prism has 8 corners. Right. Match. I have here two-dimensional shape, this one, just the two-dimensional shape, and the three-dimensional shape, this one. This is square and this is cube. This is the difference between the 2D and the 3D. Here match each solid to its face. Okay, I have here this, the cylinder solid. Yeah, the shape here, the circle. The pyramid. Yeah, the triangle. Here I have the rectangular prism. Yes, the shape here of its face in what? In a rectangular shape. Rectangle. And the cube, yeah, in the shape of square. Bravo. By this, dear students, we have covered the lessons. Study hard from the PowerPoint presentations and from the YouTube. If you have any question, don't hesitate to send them on Google Classroom. Thank you for listening.